Hello, everybody. How is it going? Welcome to another stream. Hope everyone's having a good day, man. This is going to be. I'm very excited. I'm very excited for today's stream. Very nervous as well, though. I've never done one of these before. I'm also kind of feeling slightly under the weather, so that puts a damper on things just a little bit. But no, I'm very excited. I've been wanting to do, some kind of journey with a show on YouTube for a while. I've dipped my hands in like reactions and stuff like this, but I think this could be a fun way to grow an audience for certain shows that I am very excited for today. How's it going? How's everyone doing today? Chosen Vader here. Tried something a little different with like a little comment bubbles, I guess. So I am going to be very curious. How many people on this channel does watch Doctor Who? Because I chose, when I asked you guys what show I wanted to cover for the stream, I picked the 3 shows that I've noticed I think a lot of Arrowverse fans also watch, which is Doctor Who, Supernatural, and The Walking Dead. Those are kind of the 3 that I've seen, a lot of people in this fandom kind of talk about, and I think I don't quite know if I'm going to dive into Doctor Who just yet. The Walking Dead just yet, but I think Doctor Who and Supernatural are going to be the 2 shows that I rotate out when doing this. And I don't know if this is going to be a weekly thing, if it's going to be a monthly. I don't exactly know how long I'm going to do it. But again, I'm very excited to be here. For those of you jumping in, I do want to chat in here a couple minutes before we officially dive in to the watch party. Now, of course, if you did not see the thumbnail or the tweets on Twitter, we will be watching 2 episodes today. I think we're only doing 2 today. And that's going to be Season 2, Episode 12 and Episode 13, what seems to be the season finale, or kind of the end of this Rose arc that I've been going on. Now, if you're new and you... I do want to answer this real quick. Do you plan on watching Torchwood and Sarah Jane's Chronicles? I don't know if I'm watching Sarah Jane, because I haven't heard great things about Sarah Jane thus far. I know, of course, some people like it, of course, but I haven't heard amazing things thus far. Torchwood, I think I am, just because, I love a lot of those actors on that show, and it does seem like it connects pretty hardly to, the earlier seasons of Doctor Who, from what I've seen. So I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about Torchwood. We'll see. I don't know if I'll do it on stream. We'll see though. I'm not quite sure. When does it connect with things? Like when does it start? I guess from where I'm at. I guess would also be something I would have to consider. But for those of you who have maybe not followed me on Twitter, kind of my opinion, I have really enjoyed the show so far. I think it's been a really fun journey. And as kind of I'm at this end point with Season 2. I think Season 2 was a significant upgrade from Season 1. I think David Tennant has been such a joy, and I don't know what Doctors are yet to come, but I have a hard time believing that he won't be my favorite Doctor, because he has just such a charm and such a personality to him that I think is really fun. So I do want to say this now. I'm gonna pull up this thing here for where you can come and watch this episode with me. So there is a link down below. The first link in the description will take you to a room where we can watch the episode. Again, I've never used this before. I'm not sure if people can chat along with the episode itself, if that's how that works, or if it's just text. I have no idea. I'm kind of open to it. I'm kind of open to anything, just to kind of see how this goes. Again, this is going to be a very trial by combat, I guess, to see how this works, and see how I will do this going forward, because I'm not quite sure. But I would like to hear everyone who's popped in. We got about 3 people watching currently. What's everyone's kind of opinion on the show, and kind of what's the fan base like as I transition, I guess, franchises on here? I don't know. Like I'm very excited to dive into new franchises and fan bases, because I love the Arrowverse fan base so much. I'm going to miss it so much, and of course I'll still talk about that stuff, but I am excited to do other things as well. After you finish season 2 of Doctor Who, you should start Torchwood, because it references things that happens in season 2 of Doctor Who. Oh, interesting. So that shortly. Interesting. You don't watch Doctor Who? Yeah. I mean, I get it. There's a lot. Like this is a show that's this is a show that I've been wanting to watch for such a long time, but it felt like a very stressful show to dive into, just because there's so much of it. It feels like it's such an undertaking. Like there's 13 seasons from where I started, and then there's like hundreds of seasons prior. That's I would like if I finish this whole show, and then maybe I'll think about going back, but there's a lot here, man. There's absolutely a lot. Also, the final of Torchwood season 1, especially the end, ties into the final 3 episodes of Doctor Who season 3. Interesting. I do love that stuff, man. I don't know if I'd want to stream it, though. I don't know if I would want to do 2 Doctor Who-ish type shows. Maybe, though. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. I have to see how well these streams do. Because obviously this is a brand new thing. I'm trying it for the first time. So we'll have to see how it goes. But again, if you guys are interested in... I think we're going to start this very shortly, and then anyone who can pop in. So I should say, from kind of like the starting point here, what did I want to say? I lost track completely of what I wanted to say. Oh yeah, there is only room for about 4 to 5 people joining into that chat. So again, this is a first come, first serve type situation here. But again, there's only 3 people in the chat. I assume that there's not going to be a lot of people who are actually jumping in and watching with us. We'll see though. We'll see. And I think there is an option to upgrade. I mean, if you want, this is the season finale, I'm thinking. So, you might be a little lost. So again, if that's something that you want to join in and talk about, that's completely up to you. But obviously there will be spoilers, as this is kind of the final frontier, if you will. But I'm very early in. I'm 2 seasons in, about 20 so episodes in. It'd be very quick for you to get caught up to kind of where we are in this journey. So yeah, man, that's completely up to you. We're going to start. I'm going to say in about 2 to 3 minutes or so, just to let anyone else who might possibly want to hop in, have that opportunity to do so. But again, there is forgive me guys, I am a little bit under the weather, so I'm going to do my best here. But yeah, no, I'm very excited. I'm very excited to start some of this journey with you guys. And again, I'm hoping the more we kind of go in here, the more people we can bring to the channel. And then I'm very I'm very excited to just kind of grow it. Taz will be in the chat soon. Is that what he said? I don't know if Taz watches Doctor Who. I'm not quite sure. I brought it up to him the other day, and he didn't seem to have watched Doctor Who, so I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm kind of ready to move over here. So again, if you guys do want to join the chat, there's a link down below, and it'll take you to a chat room where we can all watch it together. I'm seeing DH1 over there already. It's great to see you over here. Yeah, man, I don't exactly know how this all works. So we're just gonna gonna try and wing it, I suppose. And also, I'll probably mostly be looking at the chat over. I like that there is a special chat over here that we can all join, where I don't have to keep going back and forth to each chat. So yeah, no, this should be really fun. Yeah, he messaged me. Oh, okay. Interesting. Do we keep this stream open as I would say if you want to hear, because can you hear me from both things? I actually have no idea. Can you hear me from that other chat? I'd say keep both open. And then you can hear my thoughts as this is going on. So that's what I would say. Oh, you can do like emojis? It's kind of cool. Oh, fun indeed. Yeah, alrighty. I think we're gonna start in about a good 30 seconds or so. Just to get everyone. Yeah, we're about 13 minutes in here. I think we can, if we're going to push out 2 episodes today, I'm very excited. I've been putting off these episodes because I was like, do I want to start doing reactions? Do I want to start doing commentaries? I have landed on these watch party ideas more recently. And I'm like, you know what? I think this could be a lot of fun. Just because streams have really been my bread and butter over the course of the last couple of months. So yeah, we're going to get started right here. Let me get that chat down for people who aren't just looking at that. So yeah, we're gonna, someone else joined the chat, I think, right? Hello, Spotty. How's it going, Spotty? Howdy. I'm not sure who that is, but welcome. Alrighty. Yeah, we're gonna start it. I'm gonna do a 5-second countdown here, just to kind of let everybody, for anyone watching on playback, can officially line it up with their own copy. For people who still have that option if they couldn't catch this live. So we're starting this in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let me know how the audio. If it's too loud, let me know. Because again, this is all very, very trial by combat. Audio is good? Okay. So, the kind of things I know about this so far, like, this does seem like the finale for Rose. This seems like the final frontier for that character. Which I'm very excited. I'm excited. How do we feel about Rose? Do we like Rose as a character? Does Rose die? I don't think Rose dies. I very much do not think Rose dies. I think she leaves because this does seem like the ending for Rose properly. But I don't think she dies. And this whole episode, like, I've seen some photos kind of going into this, and this does seem very much a army of ghosts. Interesting. This does definitely feel like a very homage to that character and a lot of the characters surrounding her. So that's a big backpack. We're going camping? Maybe we are, I don't know. Oh. Her mom has grown on me, I think. Ah. Oh, like timeline changes, maybe? We even met her dad, right? What does she see? Does she see the like granddad, or is it? Does she see? Oh, I guess not. What are we doing here, man? Torchwood. They've been setting up Torchwood hard, man. They've been not shying away. Is season 1 of Torchwood good? I'm very nervous. Because I heard it's kind of like a rough start, and then it gets good like towards the end. Ghost energy. It's funny. We would 100% market this, man. Like if we had aliens or ghosts, we would totally try and make as much money off of them as we possibly could. Really? They're very like progressive towards them for it only being 2 months. I'm very curious how we transition like companions, right? Because like this is my first kind of transition into someone new eventually, right? So I'm curious how we transition from person to person. So they're all Torchwood, right? So, Wrecking Ball. I'm curious how this transforms into her dying. Like, where do we end? If she even dies at all. I'm not convinced. Maybe she has to fake her own death, and that's how we kind of have like a loophole. These years, man. Looking back at this show, which came out, what, 06? Like, it's seeing the, like, technology change over the years is a lot of fun, in my opinion. This is the new girl, right? I've seen photos of her. That'd be an interesting way to introduce a, like, new companion. Gareth is a weird name. I've never heard that name before. Is he, like, hanging from the ceiling or something? Is she dead? That was real? Interesting. How do we feel about her mother? Because I feel like I should hate her, but there's a charm to her that I think is really fun. Yeah, I think this is our new girl, I think, for next season. As much as I do like Rose, I think I am excited for someone new. Did she just retire? Is that where our arc is going? Interesting. I don't know. I feel like she's doing bigger stuff, though. Like, what's wrong with not being human? Oh, is this how we bring back all our past characters, right? Through ghosts? 3D glasses. What the hell? Zoom in. The doctor. Why? Oh. So are they doing it just to track him down? Huh. Uh-oh. She died too? How crazy would that be? David Tennant has a really good back and forth, I think. Like he's really good at I don't know how to say it, like interacting with all these different characters, I guess. Who are these people? Are we just fans? Interesting. What do they want? So this is Torchwood. Okay. Spin-off setup. Interesting. So why did they want the ghosts? You can definitely see why this is a two-parter. Feels like part 2 might dive into more of the finale type stuff. And how does she fall into everything as well? That might be one of my favorites, actually. so far. That was a really fun one. What is this thing? Forgive me. Oh, what? Good question. Multiverse. Not really, but close enough. Why would you want to? Why would you want to? Yeah, you'd probably want to shut that down. Feel like you'd want to. I don't know. Get rid of that though. Like, what do you do with it? Oh yeah, she almost got like eaten or something, right? She just got like attacked by that robot. Oh, you are a robot, right? Did you get like robot snatched? Your promo Central was in the chat. So is Taz. How's everyone doing? How are y'all going? I do apologize if I'm trying to stay talkative while I'm doing this to make this all worth it. To make this, I feel like these first couple are going to be a little rough, but I think once we really get into it, I think we can have a lot of fun. We'll see. This is also a big like information dump episode. I feel like lots happening. It's there's a lot of what. It's fun seeing her go on like an adventure, right? Like we had Mickey for a bit, and he was a lot of fun seeing travel around. Is that the logo for like the actual show? That'd be pretty funny. Every corporation says this though. I love her personality so much. Reverse sight, reverse psychology. I love it. He just has such a good vibe to him. I hate that someday I'm gonna have to say goodbye. Like I saw his like return stuff recently. What for at the end of what 13? And like I got hyped even though I knew nothing about that Doctor. I just think he has such a I don't know. I just a vibe to him. That's a lot of fun. I feel like for this being Rose's last episode, potentially, I guess I don't really know. But I'm going in assuming this is Rose's final episode. I expected more of her, I guess. I expected, I don't know. And, you know, I assume maybe in that back part she might still, but kind of figured her to be the main focus. Man, it's so insane that this movie's finally coming out. Like, it's been 9 years, bro. I can't believe it. Hey! What is he doing here? He was trapped on like the parallel universe, right? I saw him while picking out photos, and I got really excited because he's probably my favorite character thus far in the show. I was really sad when we kind of left him behind. Is he a ghost or? The Wobots. I kind of just want to see more Mickey. Can we just? I would love just Mickey. Oh, interesting. Mickey! Is he undercover or something? Oh. Oh. Ew. Yeah. Ugh. But yet, still not as gross as my last episode. Man, that was rough. That was a rough one, man. Wait. Why are you here? I missed that, I think. Yeah, oh yeah, these are the like alternate robot things, right? We saw them earlier this season? Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, these things were like a pain in the butt last time, man. Is this thing gonna like swallow them or something? Oh my gosh. Oh. They were all Cybermen? That's a little disappointing. Run, kid, run! Interesting. Who's the like big bad? Oh, Daleks, right? Oh gosh, I hate these things. No! No! I hate these things so much. Is that a hot take? I'm very new to this whole fandom, right? Do people like Daleks? Because I don't know. I find them very annoying. I find them very annoying. Alrighty, moving over to regular chat in between these two episodes. We'll talk about it for a couple minutes. Look at what chat is saying real quick. A big conversation going on with Taz. A lot of people talking with Taz. Thank you, Taz, for holding down the chat while we're watching some Doctor Who. Let me scroll up here really quick. Taz talked about streaming for the Flash movie. It's gonna be a great time. I cannot believe the movie comes out like soon. Like, that's insane to me. When is everyone seeing a Flash movie? When's everyone planning on seeing it? Do we like that a new Blue Beetle trailer or poster? I'll be honest, I did not like it. I thought it looked kind of not great. It looked, I don't know. It looked very Hollywood poster, right? But I kind of thought it looked worse than most. Like, it was so much going on all at once, I think. And of course we had those two Blue Beetle posters as well, so it's not just like it's just the one, but I don't know. I think I would have preferred a solo Blue Beetle poster than Blue Beetle and 20 characters. I think they're overused. Yeah, I mean, just in these first 2 seasons, I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm done with these guys. And I assume that they were a pretty big part of the like incarnations that we saw previously as well. So yeah, I don't know. June 17th. So okay, when does this movie come out exactly? I know it's next week. I'm not sure. I won't know until like tomorrow when I'm seeing it. I will see. I'm seeing it as soon as I possibly can, I think. So it comes out the 16th. Less than 10 days. I'm excited, man. I need to see this movie. It's been too long. I think my entire time on YouTube, I've been waiting for this movie, or we have some form have been waiting for this movie before we even knew what this movie was. But to kind of talk about that episode, felt like a very interesting part 1 to the story. Felt like I kind of went into this expecting this to be very gung-ho on Rose and her kind of leaving our crew, I guess. And as good as this is, and as good as it feels more like building up the spinoff than maybe a goodbye to Rose. And not that that's a bad thing, because I think the second part is really going to sell home that story. And like, I don't know very much. Maybe this isn't even the final episode of Rose. I'm not really sure, but I'm going to be very curious to see how we wrap this up. And I assume we're introducing the new companion. Is that other? I thought was that other woman, but she died. So I don't know. Do we save them? I'm not really sure. So yeah, no, I thought part 1 was really fun. I think it really did raise the stakes, and it really did feel like a penultimate episode for a season, setting up for the season finale. And I guess I know I just said like they're not really doing anything with Rose, but we do have her mother being a big part and actually going on the mission this time around, and we do have Mickey that came back, which he's probably my favorite. He's probably my favorite character in the show thus far, besides John Barrowman's character. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited to see John Barrowman again, and I feel like that is a part of me that should watch Torchwood just to see like John Barrowman. I think he's like the number one thing where I'm like, okay, I love that actor a lot. Maybe I should check that out. She's brought back as a completely different character in season 3. Is it explained? Or is it just like, here's a new actor you've never seen before? Interesting. Oh well. Yeah, but for those of you who were watching along and were chatting with us, what did you think of this episode before we dive into the second parts? Stranger, what's up, man? Great to see ya. Just watching some Doctor Who. You're late. That's okay. That's totally all right, man. We're just chilling. We're just we're finding our footsteps, I guess, just a little bit here. But yeah, I think with that all being said, I'm going to oh, it got rid of my share screen. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna move back over here. Let's see. Alrighty. Yeah, so we are moving back over here. If you guys are just joining in and you want to watch this episode along with us, episode 2, if you will. Or not episode 2, episode 13, the season finale. Make sure you click the link down below, and we can totally do that. Yeah, I think Doctor Who relies way too much on Daleks and Cybermen. Oh man, I think out of those two, I think I might prefer the Cyberman. I just think it's the like Dalek's voice that bugs me a lot. Like it's very annoying, I guess. And that seems like that might be the point of them. Very nice profile picture. I like that. That's a cool C. It looks like blood. It like gives me like Daredevil vibes, and I like that quite a bit. But yeah, with all that being said, I think we're going to move into episode 13, starting in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Man, they're very hammering home now that this is it for her, huh? It does feel like a weird kind of combination of these 3 seasons, though. Like the Cybermen, the Daleks, and also the bit of like the supernaturally stuff with ghosts, and even that like werewolf episode, and even Torchwood. So it does honestly. I didn't mention this before, but it does kind of feel like a finish line to almost all these stories, which I think is actually being done very well so far. Very interesting indeed. I'm nervous how we're gonna wrap this all up, man. These fools, man. Welcome, Ryless Play. Welcome. Happy to have you here. I hate him, man. I don't think we kill her, man. I don't think that we do. I feel like I don't know. I feel like Doctor Who is such a large show. I feel like robots aren't the most intriguing path they could take. You know what I mean? Like so many aliens and like alternate realities and clones and ghosts and vampires. I'm hearing that they're overused, so I assume that's not going anywhere, but good gosh. I hope Mickey doesn't die. Is this guy gonna die? It's like the Monsters Inc. Oh my gosh. That man's dead. His brain went squish. They're definitely doing a good job setting. Oh my gosh. He turned into like a prune. He's a raisin. Oh, they're gonna like. Are they gonna go to war with each other? That could be like an interesting twist. Interesting. I want them to fight. Like I want them to just both kill each other. No. That's the opposite of what I want. Okay. Fight, fight, fight. It's so silly. This definitely does feel like really finale. Like last year's one was really, really good. And this year I definitely feel, or I guess like this episode feels very in line with that. So maybe the show's really good at like finales and making the stakes feel real. But again, there's like 13 of these, so we'll have to see. This poor man. Yeah, I keep forgetting, right? Because they were humans, and then Daleks, they're like an alien species, right? Oh, there goes she. There goes her. Rest in peace. I feel like that was a lot harder to do last time. I feel like they were really hard to beat last time. Run, Jackie, run! Capricious. Oh. Interesting. That's how we brought. So we literally just brought these characters from another Earth. I kind of assumed it would be the ghosts. Like we'd bring back ghost versions of these characters, but this makes sense, I think. They have a really weird love triangle, man. I'm never quite sure who she's with. Interesting. For that long. That's definitely something that would happen in our world. Hey. Oh. Interesting. I like consequences for jumping out the nerves. That's fun, I think. I love a man. Man, like I can't see anyone beating David Tennant for me, man. Aw. Finally calls him Mickey. Oh. I don't know. I'm kind of not loving these guys, but if we're going to do it, I think this is kind of a fun way. I am excited to see Jackie meet him. Do they all become like a happy family at the end? Is that why she leaves? I love their friendship as well. I think it's evolved in such a beautiful way. Kiss, 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 kiss. How adorable. What a great line. I'm gonna miss her. How does this work, kid? Could they be a thing? Does that like break the like timeline or something? Like a three-way war, man. Man, I'll be honest, I kind of thought we would have got more like John Barrowman this week, with this being Rose's last. Again, I'm assuming it's her last, but I guess I don't really technically know. At least we got Mickey. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. How do we defeat that in 20 minutes? Does this carry into the Christmas special thingy that they got? I kind of just assumed that would be like its own. Its own separate event, I guess. There's not very much Doctor and Rose in this episode. Oh. That's how we get rid of her? That's how we say goodbye. Doesn't she need a thing? Is he not even gonna say goodbye? What? Oh. Does she actually die? That's a little bit better though. Like I don't know if I would have liked her not being able to say goodbye. Now we're gonna end this with a happy ending, I think. Oh, that's the Torchwood girl, right? How do we end this all off, man? Looks like the Wizard of Oz. He's gonna grab her? I figured. Is that it then? Dang, bro. Oh, they both gonna hold their hands up against the wall? Aw. Dang, man. Pretty baller way to end it, though. Like, it's very, I don't want to say dark, but sad. I wonder if they end up together. Mickey and Rose. Like, she gets to have a life with. Is that it? What was that? Where are we going with this? Huh. Is it like a Doctor Who of this dimension? Oh, okay. So they do get to say goodbye. Aw. Bad Wolf, season 1. Jeez, man. The baby. Oh. Oh, that's a nice ending for her. The mom would be too, I assume. Oh. Dang, man. One companion down. Huh. Is she the next companion? That's not who I thought it. That's not who I thought it was going to be. Alrighty. So it seems like 2-hour stream like this. I'll be honest. I didn't expect anyone to even show up to the stream, so I'm very happy to see. At least during that first episode, there was a decent amount of people in the chat chatting, talking to us. A lot of fun. I do want to talk about that ending though for anyone watching on playback, and just in case I can somehow turn this into a regular video. I think I've kind of messed it up, so that's not possible. But But no, yeah, no, I thought this was a really good finale, and I honestly like a kind of a perfect ending to this. I'm gonna say arc, this Rose arc, in Doctor Who. I guess these first 2 seasons of mine. It was pretty crazy actually, like finishing up a companion, I guess, because that was, a big part of the show kind of going into it was like these companions and switching them out every couple of years. And I guess the like transition, like I always wondered, how does one leave the show? Do we kill them off? Do they? And what was the end of last year? It was either season 1 or season 2. We met up with that one from one of the past shows that came up, and he just kind of left her. And I thought that was a really good episode. But no, I think like getting trapped in a parallel universe is one way to do it. I did not think that was going to be the way that we left this character off, but I think it felt very satisfying to this arc, like a very, very, very bittersweet ending for Rose. Obviously, her mom and her dad is back, and I wonder. It's very open-ended, where I don't know if we're ever going to get back to those characters at some point. I mean, there's 13 seasons. I have a hard time believing that none of those characters ever return. There's so much scientific mumbo jumbo. I assume if it's either clones or time, of course it's like a time travel, so it's time travel, or maybe they can just come back somehow in like a new rift in time or something. I don't know. But no, I think it feels very bittersweet in how we end these characters off and end their arcs. It feels very fitting for each character. And I think like taking off and I think it makes a way where like, okay, that's very sad, very bittersweet, and I'm going to miss those characters, but at the same time, I am excited for this next era, season 3, and I think season 3 is kind of on its own, because I think season 3 is Tennant's last season, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it's season 4. I don't remember. But yeah, no, I'm very excited for season 3 and to see where we kind of move forward. Going in, and yeah, what I really loved about this episode is it does feel very end of the world. Like there does seem to be a stakes to it. Like it really does feel like the world is ending, and they need to solve this with the Cybermen and the Italics. Neither being like antagonists that I've loved so far, but I think I think do the job good enough to make this threat feel big enough, because both threats are pretty big on their own, and then you kind of throw them into the mix, and they're both battling each other, but also like our Doctor Who crew. And I will say, I think they tie it together all pretty well. Like last season, I don't know what just happened there. But last season, there did seem like I was like, oh, these are mostly all episodic. And then by the end, they all did kind of connect in some larger way. That was a lot of fun to kind of see. Oh, all of these stories throughout the season connected to one larger story. And I felt like there was less of that here, but they do connect a lot of the, more so just the kind of Earth, like the alternate reality storyline. And they were able to connect that in a pretty fun way. And of course, getting all these characters back, like it ends up sense with her arc, her mom and her dad being such massive parts of this character. So to see her ultimately getting both of those, and having a new sibling, having a sister or brother, is also kind of very fun as we kind of wrap everything up here. And again, I wonder if her and Mickey will eventually get together. Is that kind of how we end, their ultimate story? I don't know. Like, again, I don't know if we're ever going to see these guys again. I have a feeling we will. Just, based on what kind of show this is and how long it's running, and it's still going. So there's still a chance we could eventually see them. And I always hear about characters coming back and doing reunion type stuff with the show. So yeah, though. But with all that being said, I really enjoyed the finale. I'm excited going into season 3. I haven't decided if I want to do more of these. Obviously, this, I think it's hard to get something like this going, but I would like to, and I hope I can get better at doing these, because a lot of this I was kind of silent. I was like, how do I talk? How do I, what do we say while this episode's going on? But I do want to get better at this kind of stuff. So yeah, guys, without further ado, I will see you guys on the flip side. Bye-bye.